Rain over the next 48 hours. And it's starting to really feel like fall across parts of the east. Frost advisories already in effect, and lows dipping down well into the 40s. We'll tell you where. And with those cooler temperatures, the leaves starting to change colors. Where the best colors are now, and when the peak of the season will be, straight ahead. Live from the Weather Channel in Atlanta, this is Day Planner.
Right here on Day Planner this Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. I'm Vivian Brown along with Nick Walker. Now, the South really getting soaked right now, and we expect this could continue through the middle of the week. Check it out. Take a look at the stormy sunrise in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Could see those low clouds, a little bit of the sun trying to peek through. Beautiful picture, but you can clearly see the rain shaft now over the water with the rain coming down here. These storms have moved out, but more are on the way. In fact, New Orleans, Atlanta, New York City, we're watching all areas as you're right out ahead of the cold front, a little warmer today and unstable. So over the next 24 hours, we'll be watching for the threat of some stormy conditions. Here's Nick with more.
Yeah, it's days like this that make me remember that old blues song. They call it Stormy Monday, but Tuesday's just as bad. And that'll probably be the case here over the next couple of days as we'll see more of this Gulf moisture being drawn in from an area of low pressure just offshore, and a lot of lightning, as you can see, already lighting up the radar right along the Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama coastlines. And we will find a lot of that rain being shoved inland as well. We'll take you there on the radar in just a moment. But first of all, problem areas just off to the west of the New Orleans area. You see all of the oranges and reds that have repeatedly moved over this one area here in Louisiana. This is St. John the Baptist Parish, and you've got a flash flood warning in effect. Not only are you seeing heavy rain, problem is that so much debris has washed into and over the storm drains that it's blocking the water trying to go in them. So if you get a chance, go out and uncover the storm drains in the area where you live or work. Give a chance for that water to drain away. It's having a tough time there today. It's may have a tough time in some areas from Arkansas up into northern Mississippi and into Tennessee. Nashville's one of those areas that's just been inundated with rainfall today. And the heaviest stuff now to the north and to the east of you, and aided and abetted by some of the higher elevations there in eastern Tennessee. We may ring out as much as 3 to 5 inches or more of rain over the next 48 hours. Then we've got this cold front making its way into the northern plains and the Great Lakes. There's some rain along it, and even some thunderstorms here right around the Omaha vicinity. Those could track right into Des Moines over the next couple of hours, so we'll keep a close eye on that. We talked about the heavy rain, and let's talk more about that because Pensacola back to New Orleans, 2 to 3 inches of rain. We might see that much in Montgomery and Atlanta too. Birmingham could be in that 3 to 5 inch zone, and there could be an even higher zone here in portions of Tennessee and southern Kentucky over the next 24 to 48 hours. We'll be watching for lesser amounts than that up here to the northeast through Wednesday. Nevertheless, 2 to 3 inches from Harrisburg into New York and Syracuse could mean the possibility of some streams running high and water over roadways. We'll talk more about the flooding potential and the stormy potential coming up at the bottom of the hour. Right now, let's talk more with Vivian about that cool down behind the front.
Yeah, Nick, along with the front, we do have the cooler air right behind it. Check it out, Chicago. Right now, it's still pretty mild, and today you'll be well above average, at least by 5 degrees or so. Your average high is about 75, but tomorrow, once the front swings through, you will notice a drastic change because not only will it dry out, but it's also going to bring in those northerly winds, and that means the orientation of the air will be from Canada or from the north versus from the tropics. So it'll be much cooler tomorrow. Here's a look at the overall scenario. So far today, we've had the cooler air pushing in just south of the border over North Dakota and South Dakota, with temperatures waking up this morning in the low to middle 40s. But we woke up to temperatures in the middle 50s around Chicago and Indianapolis, even mid-60s in St. Louis. Now, currently, again, right out ahead of the front, things have warmed up quite a bit. It's right now 73 degrees in Chicago, 74 in Indianapolis. But there you see that cooler air. The current temperature in Minneapolis is 77. I mean, it's 55, that is. So a big difference behind the cold front. And it is this front that will be sliding east. So here we go. Tomorrow, Chicago, only 64, 65 in Detroit. And then on Wednesday, that cool air makes its way all the way to the New England coast. We'll talk more about this at the bottom of the hour. Right now, though, the 24-hour forecast is there.
And once again, we have our eyes on the southeast, particularly today and into tomorrow for that heavy rainfall and thunderstorms, maybe even some severe weather here in the Mississippi and Alabama. Hail and damaging winds will be a big threat, but we have a 3 in 10 chance of seeing a tornado in some of those areas as well. We'll be watching for more rainfall a little farther toward the east tomorrow. Atlanta to Raleigh, down toward Tallahassee, Orlando, and Miami will be the recipients of some thunder and lightning, as well as some of that heavy rain. Here in the northeast, we're holding off the rain for now, looking great with temperatures in the 70s and even a few 80s, but the humidities will be on the rise. You'll be able to feel that stickiness in the air. And then here come the rain showers and thunderstorms tomorrow as well. We'll see plenty of those even around the New York City area. Back toward the Midwest, a few light showers and a thunderstorm or two slicing across the plains into the Midwest, and then we clear off and cool down back behind that front. Vivian?
Well, next on Day Planner, we've got the latest on Typhoon Sanba as it batters North and South Korea. We'll tell you how Japan fared with the storm this past weekend. And at 50 past the hour, your full tropical update. Carl Parker is in the Global Forecast Center with a look at the storms we're keeping an eye on.